Hey y'all, it's Stacy with Wilshire Collections. Come on in and tell me hello. We are going to be decorating my coffee bar area today for Valentine's Day with some Valentine's and everyday decor, a little bit of a splash of both. So I'm excited to get this set up with you guys. So come on in and tell me hello. We're also going to be doing a fun little gifting today during the live for our friends that are here watching with us. So come on in, come on in. Y'all, happy whatever even day of the week this is. Is anyone else just still feel like you don't know if you're coming or going yet in 2025? Like, this is our first full normal week, but all week, I know today's Wednesday, but earlier today I thought it was Thursday. Yesterday I thought, I don't even know, y'all. I'm all over the place, but I'm excited. My house is kind of bare bones right now, as you may or may not have seen some stuff on Facebook lately. But all the Christmas is down, which means we're ready for a fresh start. We're ready to do some new things. I did redecorate my hearth room for winter. So that's the only room that's like fully decorated. I shared that yesterday on the blog. If you guys missed that, you can scroll and see that. But anyway, so that room is set. So for me, I'm kind of doing different things in different rooms depending on what I'm feeling, okay? So I've got winter going on in the hearth room. I'm going to do some Valentine's and everyday decor here in the coffee bar area. The living room, I'm going to go ahead and start converting that to just more kind of everyday decor. So it's a little bit of everything. Y'all be sure to say hello when you hop on. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. I was like, I'm not seeing any comments yet. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Sheila. Hello, hello. Come on in and please share this video. We are going to be doing a fun little gifting. I am going to be gifting 2 people that are on here watching the live a spot in my Decorating 101 crash course. So how this is going to work is just be here commenting, engaging, talking to me. Share the video, and then at the end, I'm going to close my eyes, pick 2 people at random who are going to get a spot in the crash course for free. If you've already signed up for the crash course, then we will refund you your money. So I'm excited about that. Hey guys, hello Michelle and Renee, Kathy and Sheila. Hello, hello. I do apologize. The lighting is not great right now. It's a dark day outside. It's winter. I'm kind of in this little hall alcove kind of situation. Hey, Kelly, thanks for being on. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Bernice, I'm doing really good. Thank you for asking. So I know the lighting is not perfect, and I'm going to adjust the camera here in a minute. So hopefully y'all can see the top of my shelves, but you can see I've got everything cleared off, or, everything cleared off the shelves. I brought a bunch of stuff out here that I want to mess with. We're going to decorate my little tiered tray. We're going to decorate the shelves and just see how we can pull this together. I'm honestly not typically a huge Valentine decorator. I've done things here and there. Just every year it depends, y'all, on my mood. Like I've done a couple Valentine's trees in the past, but then some years I'm like, I don't want a Valentine tree. So no Valentine tree this year, but this right here inspired me, okay? So this is a canvas that I had made, thank you guys, with one of my P&G packs. We've got that Valentine P&G pack available. So this is a 16 by 20 canvas that I had printed at Canvas on Demand. So if you guys comment P&G, if you haven't scooped this up yet, you can get the high resolution file and the information on where I had this canvas made. But I had this canvas made, and then I was like, well, now I have to decorate for Valentine's. Like, obviously I have to use this somewhere, which this could be used all spring. It doesn't have to just be a Valentine thing, but this is pretty much the inspiration for this space and for this room. And so I'm going to be bringing in some things that are Valentine related, but then also just incorporating in some of my everyday decor. Because one thing that I personally love about seasonal decorating is that like at Christmas, I pretty much remove, like if I'm doing this coffee bar area, you didn't see any type of everyday decor back there. It was Christmas, 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 because I have so much Christmas stuff that I want to show off. But if it's like a holiday like Valentine's and you're like, well, I don't have it in the budget to like go spend hundreds of dollars on new Valentine stuff, but you still want to bring in a little bit, do some DIYs, do a few things and mix it in with your existing decor. any season, y'all. That goes for Valentine's. That goes for if you're wanting to decorate for St. Patrick's Day or just some of the smaller, I guess, holidays, even fall, even spring, even Easter, whatever. You do not have to go all out and remove every single item. You can remove some items and then incorporate in some everyday stuff too. This one is a 16 by 20, Kathy. When you go on their site, you can obviously have them made all kinds of different sizes, but the P&Gs are a game changer for being able to make or have large things made. I had the big 30 by 30 made for my mantle that I'm going to be using there. So it's literally a game changer. Thank you, Wendy. I'm glad you're here. Yes. Okay, y'all, we gotta start off this live real quick before we start decorating. And if you're just hopping on, because I see a lot of new friends just getting here, be sure you share this video, comment, and engage with me. I'm going to be picking 2 people at the end of the live at random to get a free spot in my Decorating 101 crash course. If you're already in the crash course, we will just reimburse you for it. But I'm excited to do a little gifting today too. But here's the thing. How many of you saw my post on Facebook last night, my little ranty pants kind of post, venting a little bit about people being rude, about my house being bare and bland and whatever? I have 2 reels right now that are, in my opinion, going viral. Anytime I have something that hits 1 million views, I'm like, that's viral to me. So 2 videos that are kind of going viral right now on Facebook. And when that happens, it never fails. A lot of new people land on those videos. When new people land on a video, they don't know me. They don't know my home. They don't know my style. They don't know anything about me. So probably 95% of the rude and negative comments that have come on those posts are from people that don't know me. And y'all, I truly don't care. But it got to the point where myself and my team, we couldn't ban and block fast enough because that's, y'all, we try not to give these people much attention. Now, every now and then I got to snap back at some of these people because, you know, it just can't hold it back sometimes. But it got ugly fast, and I don't allow ugly on my page. Okay. And so we're banning, we're blocking, we're deleting, we're doing all the things that we know to do as a team. But it just got me thinking about how these people are acting. And this is not what this live is about. I'm not going on a rant about, you know, rude people and whatever, because we aren't giving them that kind of attention. But what it really hit home with me about is, you know, these people that saw one little video of my house right when I had taken the Christmas down. There were no pillows, no throws, no greenery, no nothing. I mean, it was a blank canvas of a room. Immediately went to judging me and telling me my house, I need to add color, I need to add pillows. I'm like, do you know me? I'm going to be adding pillows, like 25 of them. So calm down, you know, but they immediately went to judging. And, you know, I'm a human. So how did that make me feel? Not great. Not great. I mean, it made me feel defensive. It made me feel whatever. And here is the thing. And I say this around here until I'm just blue in the face. Okay. When it comes to your home and decorating, you have to do what makes you happy in your home. You have to do what brings you joy in your home. If that is a completely neutral space with no color, perfect. If you want to use all the colors and all the land, perfect. I don't live at your house. These rude people on Facebook, they don't live at my house. They aren't even going to come visit my house. So I don't know why they care. So here's the thing, you guys, as a decorator, as somebody who tries to teach you guys tips and tricks of decorating and the things that I've learned over the years, you are never, ever, okay, not to sing Taylor Swift, you're never going to catch me judging you, ever, on anything you do in your home. You can ask all the ladies that are in my decorating and creating community. They are able to post pictures of their homes and whatever. We all have different styles. Not one of our houses look exactly the same. I am never going to be like, why do you have that style? Oh my gosh, you need to switch to farmhouse. You need to switch to whatever. I don't care what your style is. I don't care how big your house is. I don't care if you have not changed the paint color on your walls since the 1970s, y'all. If it's still making you happy, who cares? Who cares what other people think, okay? You have to live in your home and you have to be surrounded by people and things that bring you joy, okay? I don't want y'all to ever look at anything I do and think, well, if I'm going to learn from her, my house has to be just like her, or my style has to be just like hers, because that's not, we think it, but we don't judge. No, Melissa, I mean, literally, it's just, I don't know how else to say it other than you just don't need to worry about it, and you need to do what you love. Here's the thing about trends, okay? We're going to talk about trends for a hot second. Because if you're constantly reading like colors of the year, what's trending, gray is not, popular anymore. I've got gray all over my house. I'm not getting rid of gray until I decide I don't like gray anymore. When I decide, then maybe I'll change it. But for now, I still like gray. Some people say farmhouse stuff is going out of style. I still like farmhouse style stuff. People say words or signs with words going out of style. I still like signs with words. Who cares? If there's something that's trendy and you like it because you like it, then do it in your home. If you're like, oh man, this, shiplap is trendy, but I don't like shiplap, totally fine. There are no shiplap police. There are no trend police. There's no one that's going to come into your home and judge you in that way. And if they do, they shouldn't be in your home. And I want you guys to know that when you are with me, we're learning from me. It's a safe place. Listen, what is that saying? Home is not a place, it's a feeling, right? If that's not the quote, that's the quote now. But home is not a place, it's a feeling. And it's so true. At the end of the day, I think probably most of our goals are to create cozy spaces where we are comfortable. We're trying to make our family comfortable that has to live here every day. We're trying to make guests that come over comfortable. We want them, we want to show off our cute things, and we want to learn how to style things so that your items can kind of shine and really, you can elevate your look. And we want to take the stress out of decorating. Like, those are all of my goals with the crash course and with everything that I do here. But also, it's for you and it's for that feeling, okay? How many of you can relate to being stressed in your surroundings, right? Maybe you have too much clutter. You have too much stuff. You need to declutter, which I've got a whole love it or leave it guide in the crash course that, talks about organizing and purging and all of that stuff. Yes, Ray Dunn. If you still love your Ray Dunn, totally fine. That was the biggest crave for so long. I still have a ton of Ray Dunn coffee mugs, and I'm not going to quit drinking out of them just because they say it's not a big craze anymore. Who cares, And so anyways, y'all, I'm not trying to just go on a tangent about this, but it's truly very important to me. And I hope anybody that's been around a while knows me, knows how I teach, knows all of that. I'm sure y'all know this about me, and it's not like a surprise. But if you are a little bit newer here and you've been a little intimidated about coming to learn from me in the crash course, or just what your house looks like or what your decor looks like or any of that, it does not matter where you start. You would not believe I've literally helped thousands of ladies over the years learn to find confidence in decorating their home, okay? Thousands over the years. I've been doing this for a long time, and I have seen so many people go from just having no confidence in how they decorate and style their items to literally just doing a complete 180, 360, whatever you call it, So you can learn. It doesn't matter your age, your house size, your decor style, any of that. And it will be a 100% judgment-free zone. And I can promise you that. So that is my TED Talk. Thank you for coming. Goodbye. No, I'm kidding. We're going to decorate now. But I just had to get that off my chest because people are crazy, and that's all. People on those videos have gone crazy. So if you are interested and you have not joined the crash course yet, comment decorating. Kelly has the link pinned as well. If you comment decorating, it's going to send you a link to your messenger, all the information. Give me 3 days. It's $10. And I promise you, you're going to learn so much more than $10 worth of stuff. You're going to be able to make changes in your home that are worth way more than $10 of value. this is something that I could charge a lot more than $10 for, you guys. It's a lot of information that I'm going to be teaching over those 3 days, but it's all easy, actionable stuff that anybody can do. It's things that you can plug away at little bits at a time. You don't have to do it all overnight, but it's some good things that you guys are going to slowly gain confidence, which means when you're out shopping, you're going to have more confidence in what to buy. You're not going to have to make as many returns to the store. Like, there's a million ways that this is going to help you in your life and help you with that transformation on starting to really love your home, love your surroundings. Oh, Kelly says, raise your hand if you learned something from Stacy about decorating. You're so sweet. So anyways, okay. Deep breaths, friends. Deep breaths. Yes, budget does not matter either. You can create decor, find affordable decor, and make your home beautiful. 1000%. I don't care if everything in your home's from the Dollar Tree, y'all. You got to do what you got to do, and you can make it beautiful. Okay. Dawn says, I bet they have no clue what a vignette is, and we do. That's right. I'm sure those rude people on those videos have no clue what a vignette is. They don't listen, y'all. They don't know. But we're going to be doing some vignettes in here today. Okay. Y'all ready to get to decorating? Again, I do apologize for the lighting. And when I'm done, I'll take it off the tripod so that I can show you the top a little bit more. I've got my ladder over here, so y'all are going to have to watch me climb up and down a ladder. We're going to start at the top, and we're going to work our way down. So at the top, I'm going to be putting my big canvas that I had done. Thank you guys so much. I see all your sweet comments. I appreciate you. If you're just hopping on, be sure you share the video because I'm picking 2 people at the end to get a free spot in my crash course. So share the video and just comment and whatever. Okay, so this is going to go at the top in the middle here. I know y'all won't be able to see it too great at first, but just hang tight. Okay. Oh, Lord, I got to go the top step, y'all. Pray for me. Pray for me. All right. So I'm going to put that at the top in the middle. I'm going to put, so I told you I'm incorporating in my everyday with some Valentine. So I've got these little jars because this is my coffee bar where I make my coffee every morning. So I've got some ground coffee and some coffee beans. Now let me try and get up this ladder while holding them. So we're going to put those on either side. In hindsight, I probably should have worn different shoes today, but it's fine. I'm getting ready to head out the door as soon as I'm done with this. So I got dressed and ready for the day. All right, coffee beans are going to go on the other side. Hold on. Dun, dun, dun. So up here, I'm basically using the sign or the canvas as like my focal point. And then I'm just using the little coffee bean jars on the other side to kind of tie it all together and, you know, make a little grouping. That looks cute. I'll have to see when I come down if it looks centered and looks good. I can always adjust later. Y'all can't see that at all, can you? Let me just do that up for a second. Woo! Okay. There we go. Is that a little better? There we go. There we go. Now you can see it. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be careful. I promise. I promise. All right. So that is our top shelf. Okay. That's all we need. We don't need to overclutter. Probably one of the number one things that I see with decorating is overcrowding when you're styling. And what happens when you overcrowd, I'm not going to go into all the details because this is the stuff we'll be talking about in the, oh gosh. Oh, I don't know about that. Okay. I don't know anything about that, but it's fine. That's okay to stand on. It's not like I didn't stand on the top. I just stood on this. It's fine. What was I going to say? Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, overcrowding, because what happens is when you put too many items on a shelf, you get lost, right? Like your eyes don't know where to focus because you're like, oh my gosh, they've got 40 things on this one shelf. So this is why it's so important for us to do vignettes and groupings so that your items can really shine, okay? All right, so now on this next shelf here, I am going to do a couple different things. I'm treating this, it's one shelf, but I'm kind of treating it like 2 spaces, okay? So we're going to have our left and our right. So, no, Gail. No, I don't climb up the ladder to get my coffee beans. That is just for decor. We have all our coffee and everything here and in the cabinets. Those are just decoration. I mean, they've been in there. Probably wouldn't want to use those. They've been in there like 2 years. So it's just for decor. I do not, oh my gosh, y'all are so funny. I do not climb the ladder every morning. My coffee maker is right here. My little K-cups, which this is mostly what we use, are right underneath the coffee maker. We've got extra K-cups in here, extra underneath. That is hysterical, though, that y'all thought I climbed a ladder every morning to get coffee. Oh, my gosh. Yes, it's just for looks, you guys. That's hysterical. Okay. So we're doing 2 different little, I don't know why I'm so tickled, because you think I have the energy to climb up a ladder before I drink my coffee? Y'all, I'm in here with my eyes closed every morning making my coffee. Like, if I had to climb up a ladder, no. Okay, so we're doing 2 little groupings. On the right-hand side, I've got this cute little frame that I got this on clearance a long time ago at Hobby Lobby, but I love to use printables in the middle because it's like about an 8x8 in size. So this is from the Simple Swap printable bundle for January. If you guys don't have this bundle, it's in the club this month. If you comment swap, you can get the link to it. We made a bunch of stuff in my decorating and creating community last week. So this is one of the things, okay? So we're gonna set this right up here. Hopefully I don't have to get on the ladder again, just my tippy toes. But that is large enough to kind of stand. Oh my gosh, y'all are so funny. Oh, I did, Kelly. I told him at the beginning. The floral canvas is from my P&G packs. You comment P&G. It will send you the link to that high resolution file, how you can purchase that, and information on where I ordered the canvas. But it's a 16x20 canvas from Canvas on Demand. So, okay, so that is a standalone item. Sometimes you can have an item that's big enough that it doesn't need to be grouped with other things, okay? So that is our right-hand side of, well, if I'm looking at it right now, this is my right. I don't know. When I have to flip the camera, it's all messed up. But anyway, so that's that. Now we're going to do the left-hand side, and we're going to do a little grouping, okay? This is what I call a vignette, which is a fancy word for a grouping of objects. On day 3 of the crash course, we're going to be doing a deep dive into vignettes. So I'm not going to do a deep dive today. I'm not going to, answer just a ton of questions about it because there's a lot that's involved with creating vignettes. But the bottom line is, once you learn how to create vignettes in your home, it's going to change everything about your decorating, because everything I do is thought of in groupings and vignettes. So over here, I'm going to bring in this vase that I have that's just kind of an everyday vase with some everyday greenery. This is just stuff that I don't even know. Oh, I don't recognize that price tag. I don't know where I got this, y'all. I've had this one for a long time. Word of the day, vignette. Yes, Kelly. So this is not Valentine's, and that's okay. Remember, I said we're going to kind of incorporate in some everyday decor with some Valentine's decor. So we're going to put that right there, okay? Then I am going to use another, I'm looking at my stash here, y'all. I'm looking at my stash. I'm going to use another everyday decor piece. Oh, Susan says, I so need the class. Susan, come join us. Only $10, and it's going to be so fun. This was in a decor box that I sold last year, but they're sold out. But I love this little piece. I just love the geometric look of it. So I'm going to put that right there. So one little tip that I will tell you, when we're doing vignettes, we're thinking about small, medium, and large, okay? You're wanting different heights, different textures, different all the things. So you can see how we're creating that look to create balance, okay? Then the third item, because we always decorate in odd numbers when we're doing these vignettes, the third item that I'm going to use is this little heart thing that I ordered this from Amazon because I was having a hard time finding some stuff I liked, and I saw this on Amazon. I was like, well, that's really cute and different. So I'm going to add that, and I'm just going to kind of put it right here in front of those things. I love how that looks, and it's like, it's Valentine without being like Valentine. It's neutral, but yet we still got our pops of pinks and reds. and all the things. So that is going to be my little grouping right there. Let me know what y'all think. I think that's looking so cute. Then I bought this little, I don't even know what you call this thing. It's like a little caddy. Look, I got Hershey Kisses in there left from Christmas. I bought this at a local store. It's an antique or vintage piece or whatever, but I had it out for Christmas, but I'm like, ooh, it's red. I'm going to keep it out for Valentine's. So I keep that right here next to the coffee bar. All I'm going to do, I love buying these little, thank you, love the hearts, looks adorable, thank you, thank you. I love buying these little cups for all the seasons at Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshall. So these are some little Valentine coffee to-go cups. So I'm going to set those down in there in one of the little corners. I've got a little white vase with some, greenery in it. So I'm going to set that into one of the other ones. And then I'm just going to leave my little red Hershey Kisses. And I've got some napkins back there because sometimes I spill and make a mess. So thank you guys. Thank you. Okay, so now we got that going on. Now, let me see if I can. Oh gosh. Hold on. Don't want to make y'all sick. Oh gosh, my whole phone just slid out. Hold on, you guys. This is a mess. I was trying to get you guys closer to my tray. Okay, are we good? Is everybody there? Did I make you seasick? Okay. And like I said, I'll take it off the tripod when we are done so that you guys, hold on, y'all. I'm so sorry. What is happening? How is this so loose? Y'all, I don't know what has happened to my tripod. User error, I'm sure. Wow, we are really up close and personal here today, folks. Oh my gosh. Okay. There we go. We're a little closer. Woo! Y'all, anybody else sweating? Because I am. Okay. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can. Okay. Over in this corner before we get to the tray, I have another one of the printables. I love that too, Joyce, how you survived, Kathy. Do y'all need a t-shirt? We survived the great tripod fall of 2025. Anyways, this is from the Valentine floral bundle on my site if you comment printable, but I just put that in an 8x10 frame. I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to put my little, oh, that was a loud noise. Oh, that was bad. That was like fingernails on a chalkboard. Ow. This was from Christmas, but I didn't pack it away. That's another little tip for this kind of stuff. As I was packing away Christmas, I was like, what could I keep out that I could maybe use for, y'all, Valentine's, that's the word, Valentine. So we're just gonna set the little lantern over here too. I've got one of my few real plants that I own is over there in that corner. It does really good there because of the lighting from the window. So we're gonna leave that there, okay? Now we're gonna work on our little tiered tray. Here's the thing, friends. I'm just going to kind of decorate this without going into a ton of explanation, just because I could do a whole class alone, and I have before. It's been a long time ago, but on tiered tray decorating, etc. We will, on day 3 of the crash course, we will be doing, when we're talking, y'all, I can't even talk. What is actually wrong with me? We will be doing vignettes and stuff, and we will be talking a little bit about trays during the crash course. But for now, this is my tiered tray. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you so much. This is my tiered tray. I've had this for literal years. It came from a local store a long time ago. I'm just going to start adding items to it. One thing I will say about tray decorating, tiered tray decorating, they take some practice. But once you have a tray or a tiered tray, you start to get to know your tray, okay? And so you know the sizes of things that work in them. So when you're out shopping or when you're making crafts, you're like, ooh, this would work. Like I know, like when I see certain things, like I grabbed this at TJ Maxx recently, and when I saw it, I was like, ooh, that would be perfect for my tiered tray. Like you just kind of start to get to know your stuff, okay? And it does take time. Tray decorating can be a little bit intimidating when you first start doing it, but it's such a cute and fun way to display your items. So this is going to be filled with a combination of everyday decor, Valentine stuff that I've made, stuff that I have bought, and whatever. Yes, wish some of the commenters on my post could see the color I'm adding now. Boy, they were wrong. Exactly, Kelly. Exactly. Okay, we're going to start at the top. Here's another little tip. You can see that I have like a pretty deep tray as far as like, you know, I don't know, whatever you call that. So I like to use little risers in mine. These came from Target a long time ago. You can make little risers. Sometimes I'll even just fold up paper towels and create my own little riser. I don't have any paper towels in here now, but we may have to depending on how this goes. So I've got this little everyday vase with some little pink flowers that I've had for a while. I thought those looked super cute in there. So we're going to put those on the top. I always like to have something with a little bit of height at the top just to kind of, you know, elevate the look or whatever. So we're going to do that at the top. We are going to use, hold on, let me try and think about this. We're going to use my little simple swap frame that I swapped out for a Valentine's printable. Again, and let me show you the difference, okay? If I don't have that riser in there, when I put this in there, you miss seeing half of the sign, right? Like you're only seeing half of it. So what I like to do is put a little riser in there and then set the tray on the riser. And now look at that. You can see pretty much the whole thing or whatever. So I love to do that. So that makes it so much easier and better. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do right there. And then I'm gonna add these little hearts that I made in my decorating and creating community last week. So I'm gonna see if I can get a couple of those to kind of stand, and we're just gonna start filling in a little bit. I think I'll put this one here and then put that one over there. Ah, how cute does that look? So, so cute. Thank you guys. Thank y'all. Okay, so our top is good. We're going to move on. The key with trays too is the balance of having enough stuff where it doesn't look empty, but also not overcrowding it again, so your eyes don't know where to look and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, what about, oh, perfect. Yes, Victoria, that's a great idea for some risers. Exactly. Y'all get it. Y'all get it. All right, now we're moving down to the bottom, okay? I'm going to put my little love block situation that I got from Home Goods kind of right here in the back, but bringing it up just a little bit so it doesn't get totally cut off. So we're going to use that right there. I brought this little house down that I've had for years from, I think it came from Target. I use this in this tray a whole lot in the very back just to kind of add, it's like almost filler because it goes with any season, any whatever. So it's just going to be kind of chilling here in the back like that just to add a little bit of height back there. Thank you guys. Kathleen, you can get the simple swap frames and printables. If you type swap, it's going to send it to your messenger. And when you go to that link on my website, you'll see all the printables. And then you'll see a link to Christy's site. She's the one that makes and sells the simple swap frame, the DIY kits for them. So you can comment swap and you'll get that information. I've got this little white lantern here that I've had forever. I don't know where that's from. So we're going to put that right down here. So we're kind of creating little groupings. We're filling it in. I've had that house for years, April. I think it came from Target, but it's been a long time ago. The other thing about trays is or especially tiered trays, not as much regular trays, a little bit of our rules start to go out the window as far as like having to keep things in odd numbers. It's more about scale and balance and just filling the tray. So if you're like, wait, that's this many items, we're not really worried about that with this, okay? So then I'm going to add my other simple swap frame. This is the 6x6. This one is the 5x5. So I'm going to add, oh, thank you, Carrie. She says, I love your ideas. I have very similar tastes, but don't always know how to pair things together. Thank you for the tips. Yes, Carrie, that is what it's all about. And once you get the confidence on how to know what to pair together. I mean, it truly comes down to the whole size and scale and balance, which we'll talk a lot about in the crash course. But once you can get that down, your whole house is going to change. It is, okay? If y'all were to look back at pictures of my old house from years ago, before I really cared about decorating and really, you know, tried to learn and do different stuff, you guys would be shocked. And I wish that I would have taken more pictures back then to document. Maybe I'll be able to dig up some. I don't know. But I have come a long way. It's not like I've been decorating this since I was fresh out of the womb, you know? Now, listen, I have always loved, like I put wallpaper border up in my college dorm room. Like I sponge painted my walls when I was a little girl. I've always loved decorating in that way, but it has taken me a lot of time to learn all of these things and really grow and progress in my skills. But that's why I'm so passionate about teaching you guys how to do the same, because I'm not an interior designer. I didn't go to school for that. I went to school for something totally different, but it's one of those things. It's like, if I can learn how to create the scale and balance and create the cute vignettes, y'all can too. I'm not special. I'm not any different. I promise you, I'm not any different than any of y'all. So, making you want to decorate a tab for Valentine's. I know, it's so cute and fun. Okay, so we're going to put this down here. We're going to kind of angle it that way. So you're not going to see, let me move this over a little so I can move the lantern back. You don't see much of that lantern, but you just kind of see it peeking back there, which is totally fine, okay? Last but not least, at the bottom of the tray, I love to add filler to my trays. When I get to a point where I'm like, well, I can't really use anything else with a lot of height because it's going to block everything. This is when things like would-be garlands, greenery, all kinds of things come in as great filler. So this is a would-be garland I've had for ages and ages. I'm just going to kind of lay it down in the bottom of the tray. Sometimes I'll even kind of leave the little tassels kind of hanging over the edge, which that looks pretty cute, right? Like that. And then I've got these little hearts that I've had in my Valentine stash for a while. Don't know where they came from. And I'm just going to take a few of these and just kind of set them down here in the bottom of the tray. I don't know how well y'all can see that, but I'm going to show you all of this a little bit more up close here in a minute. And so now that has kind of filled in the bottom of the tray without adding a lot of extra height and blocking our other items, okay? Does that make sense? What do y'all think of the tray? Doesn't it look cute? Misty says, the confidence I've gotten from watching you these last several months has been my biggest takeaway. I used to always say I can't do it and I don't have the vision. Misty, thank you for saying that. Thank you so much. That makes me so happy. And it truly, that's what it's about. It's about the confidence. Because if you don't have the confidence, you're not going to try. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you have to try. It's just like me on the ski slopes, y'all. I didn't have the confidence to go down that ski slope myself, but I tried and I did it and I survived and I lived to tell about it. You guys will live to tell about it and will survive if you just try to learn a little bit about decorating and about the rules. But here's the thing about the rules, okay? There are rules to decorating. There are guidelines, suggested guidelines, things that are going to make your items look better. But at the end of the day, we have to circle back to, you have to do what works for you in your home. So if there is an area where you're like, well, it doesn't really work to do a vignette here or to do odd numbers, again, there's no vignette police, y'all. No one is going to come, tear you apart for following your own whatever. So what I will be teaching you are suggestions, they're guidelines, things that are going to make your life easier, but they're just suggestions and guidelines, okay? So thank you guys. Thank y'all so, so much. Okay, I'm going to take it. Actually, let me scroll and pick the two winners of the crash course. I'm gifting. I need a drink of water. I should have brought water. I'm gifting the crash course to two people. So I'm going to close my eyes, scroll, and we're going to pick our winners. And then I'm going to take it off the tripod so I can show you what we did because, hello. This looks so cute. Oh, thank you, Pam. Thank you, Debbie. She says her decorating confidence is so much better. Thank you, Janet. You guys are so sweet. Okay. Ready? I'm going to scroll. Dun, 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 dun. Boom. Janice Norville. Janice Norville, you are the first giftee of the crash course. Kelly, if you'll write that down for me. Janice, Norville. So Janice, if you would send me a Facebook message, will be fine. I just want to know if you've already signed up for the crash course, and if not, we'll get you in there, and if you have, we'll refund you, etc. So, okay, let me scroll back down, and then we'll go back to the top. Ready? So y'all tell Janice congrats. Now we're going to pick number 2. Okay, ready? Oh, thank you, Lisa. Okay, ready? Dun, 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 dun. And the second, whoop, oh, sorry, y'all. It wasn't scrolling. It wasn't moving. I had my finger on the wrong spot. Okay, hold on. Ready? We have all our coffee mugs in the cabinet, Joy, so I'm not sure on that. Okay. I do not have a link for the heart. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Stop reading comments, Stacey. Ready? Dun 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 dun. Hopefully it's moving. Dun 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 dun. Valerie Arnett. Valerie. You are in the crash course. So Kelly, if you will write down Valerie's name, Valerie. Arnett, Arnett. Valerie, I'll send you a message because I know how to find you, but congrats to both of those ladies. And thank you guys for all being here. If you have not signed up for the crash course yet, it starts January 21st, but go ahead and get in. You can get into the Facebook group. Everybody's already in there introducing themselves, posting things in there. There's a love it or leave it guide in there that's available for you about organizing and purging. There's also a guide on discovering your decorating style, which that's a whole nother topic. Could be a whole nother Facebook Live. If you want me to do a Facebook Live about that, y'all let me know. But those things are already in there, so you guys can kind of be reading and learning about that stuff. Then the crash course will start on the 21st. It's 3 days, $10. You can watch replays if you're busy, but you guys do not want to miss it. I promise you. So let me take this back here. Let me get it off the tripod. And we are going to, hold on, we gotta flip it this way, and then, wait, how do I flip it? Okay, there we go. I was like, how do I flip it? All right, so here's our little grouping that we did over in the corner. Yes, congrats to those ladies. Thank you, Sonia. Oh, there you are, Janice. Oh, thank you. Okay, so there's our little grouping we did in the corner. Now let's come over here to the tray so I can kind of show you that a little closer. How stinking cute does that look? See how that adds some good height in the back? Like you just see it just a little bit, just kind of peeking out, but that's fine. From a distance, you don't see the hearts that much, but when you're up here making coffee, you do see them, you know? So I think that turned out so stinking cute. I'm loving this whole shelf up here with those flowers and the hearts, and the simple swap frame. Oh my gosh. So stinking cute. I absolutely love that. Let me know what y'all think about the tray. I think it turned out really cute. There's my coffee maker with my coffee. I do not get my coffee from up there. I'm still laughing about that. And then here's this little caddy, whatever we're calling this. Got the napkins back there, got our greenery. I'm about to eat a Hershey Kiss when I get off of here. Oh, it is the Star Wars tune. Is that the one that I normally hum? Oh, I remember I was trying to remember that. Okay, moving on up to this shelf, we've got the little frame. We've got this little grouping, which I love. I absolutely love how that all looks right there. Yes, you can click on the pin link below to join the crash course. Thank you, Kelly. And then up top, we've got our beautiful canvas. Oh my gosh, that looks so stinking pretty. I'm going to kind of go over to the side here in a minute. And then my coffee beans and my ground coffee for decoration only. Now you're in the mood to get started on some crafts today. Oh, good. I'm glad it inspired you to kind of, get to doing some stuff. That's half the battle, right? Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I'm going to try and move this light a little bit so I can, oh my gosh. Thank you, Crystal. She says, you always do such a nice job. I appreciate that, but I promise anybody can do stuff like this. You just can, okay? You don't have to be a professional. I say professional with air quotes because I don't really consider myself a professional necessarily, but Anybody can do this kind of stuff. So there it is. I'm literally currently standing in my pantry, which I'm not going to show y'all my pantry because it's a hot mess, but I have to step in here to get far enough back where y'all can see the whole thing. Doesn't that look gorgeous? I love it. It's so fun. It's festive. It's going to, here we go, y'all. Here's the full circle situation. What is this going to do? Is it cute? Yes. Is it going to look cute when I take pictures of it? Yes. Is that what it's about? No. What this is going to do is it's going to bring me joy in the mornings, right? Because first thing I do after I brush my teeth and go to the bathroom and do all the normal, whatever, is I walk my little self right in here with eyes closed, grab my coffee cup out of the thing, make my coffee, and I'm going to stand here while my coffee's being made, and I'm going to smile, and I'm going to feel joy because I have created a space in my house that makes me happy. I did not do it for the rude people that commented on my videos. I didn't do it for any of y'all. I didn't even do it for Anthony or my boys. They don't really care. They don't care what I have over here, but it brings me joy. It makes me happy. It is something that makes me smile. And that is the goal that we all should have for all of our homes when you're working on spaces, right? You want to be comfy, cozy, happy, and have joy. Period. The end of story, right? Yes, cuteness to greet me in the morning. Exactly. Because I'm not feeling very cute or happy in the mornings, and I'm like, especially now that school's starting back and those early alarms. Oh my land, I need all the coffee. But yes, love it. And it makes you happy. That's why you decorate, to make yourself feel happy. Yes. Amen. Kathy says, amen, my friends. Decorating is for you and for nobody else. 1000%. I'm going to put this back on the tripod. We are going to end with this. This is a little word and a little, I've told this story before, but I know we have a lot of new people here. So I'm going to tell you guys about the time I got lost. And I don't mean physically like I was lost and, oh my gosh, this tripod, y'all. I think it fell the other day. And I think something has gotten, that is not really a good angle. Oh my gosh. Okay, whatever. Not like physically lost from my family and, nothing like that. But I got really hung up years ago when I had kind of first started blogging. I've been blogging since 2017. I've had my business since 2013. In 2017, Farmhouse was really, really taking off, where it was, all white, all shiplap, all the things Farmhouse. And I got really hung up in decorating for other people and for what I thought other people wanted to see and what I thought was trendy. And I remember being like upset because I would look around my house and be like, I don't live in a farmhouse. Like, I don't have all shiplap walls. Like, I'm never going to make it as a blogger. Like, if I don't do all these things. And I stayed stuck in that for a little while. And I know this is more kind of about me as far as having a business and putting my stuff out there on the internet. But what I figured out pretty quickly, thank goodness, is that things that I was trying to do weren't always making me joy. I was trying to decorate for other people and for the trends and for what I thought was going to make my blog popular, was going to make people want to read my blog. And the minute that I shifted my focus and I shifted the way I thought, and I thought, you know what? Yes, I share my house with the whole entire internet, which, to be totally honest, can be a very vulnerable, hard thing to do because you do get picked apart. And that's my choice. So don't tell me it's your choice. I know it's my choice to put myself out there. I love what I do and I would not change that. But putting myself, my family, my home out there for people to dissect apart, it does open up that door. But what I decided was, I really don't care. No offense. When you guys love what I do, it fills my cup like no other. You have no idea. My love language is words of affirmation. So when y'all are so cute, so pretty, trust me, it means the world. But when you don't like what I do, that's fine. Until I invite you to come live at my house, I don't really care, I had to do what brought me joy in my home. And the minute that I was able to make that shift in my mindset and realize, I need to do what works for me and my family. Sometimes that might look like you might have a guest bedroom, but you don't really need a guest bedroom. And what works better for your family is you need to convert it into a homeschool room for your kids, or you need to convert it into a craft room or an office for your husband. You got to do what works in your home, okay? You don't have to use a dining room as a dining room just because the floor plan says it's a dining room, right? So a lot changed for me when I started leaning into that. And I know that that can apply to some of you guys. Even if you don't have a business, it doesn't matter. Even if you're not sharing pictures of your house all over the internet, I guarantee you, some of you are probably in your heads like, well, I need to do this because it's trendy. Or maybe it's even, I need to do this because Stacy did this. I don't ever want y'all to think you have to do exactly what I do if you don't like it. If you like what I do, then I find it very flattering when you guys copy or imitate, not copy, but, mimic what I do. But if it's not for you, then don't do it. So we are going to spread joy in 2025. We're going to spread positivity. We're going to gain some confidence in our decorating, and we're not going to judge anybody for their home, their style, any of it. Okay. So that is how I want to end this. I love you guys and appreciate y'all so very much, because so many of you guys, and the ones that are here, you guys are not the negative ones from the reels. Y'all are the true and the loyal and the kind people. And it's because of people like y'all that I'm able to continue to put myself out there and share things and share my home without fear of totally just being ripped to shreds every time I post, because most of the time that's not the case. It's really only when things go viral that it welcomes the crazies into the world, or into this little world. But we have a great community here. And I promise you, in the crash course, since that is a private Facebook group, it's going to be it's intimate. It's only kind people. We put up with zero negativity, zero whatever. I mean, it's going to be a great positive place. Last year in the crash course, people would always post, pictures of their homes and pictures of their things they were decorating and working on, which is a lot of fun. You don't have to do that, of course, but you can. So it's a great way to get, advice and feedback from the other ladies in the group. So anyways, friends, thank you guys so much for joining me. If you watched on the replay, please still say #replay. Let me know that you were here, comment, engage, and do all the things. But thank you guys. This was so fun. I hope you all enjoyed it too. If you want to see some more fun decorating related live soon, let me know and I'll come up with some stuff, because Lord knows I still got a lot to do around here. But we're supposed to be getting a lot of snow on Friday, so my plan is to spend my whole day Friday just what I call piddling. I'm gonna be piddling and decorating and getting this house back in order. So thank you guys so much. Y'all have a great day, and we'll chat soon. Bye, friends.